gang, it is the last Sunday. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This is the last Sunday of the month, and as usual, as per tradition, I'm doing a PSP collection update. And we have got some real doozies in this month, let me tell you. I'm going to save the best for last, as usual. But for starters, you're going to find, I think, all of these are from Kex, pretty much. Kex, Computer Exchange, if you're not from the UK, Computer Exchange is pretty much a second-hand shop in the UK, but it's very hit and miss over quality, which we will go over very soon. So the first one I got was Sin City, and thinking about PSP games and UMDs in Kex is that very few, but very cheap as well. Straight away, like the actual case of UMD is scratched to hell. However, the actual disc is looking perfect. So that's looking all right. And since I actually have this on Blu-ray as well and DVD, it's a fantastic film. If you've never seen it, do so. It is Bruce Willis. I'm not making it up, am I? Yeah, it's Bruce Willis, and it's probably one of his best films. This next one I just picked this up because it just looked really interesting. It's called Heavy Metal. Never heard of it, but it's one of those films where I also vaguely, even though I've never heard of it, I still vaguely recognise it. If you look at the imagery on the back, it looks very... Have you ever seen the 70s Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit cartoon? It looks very similar to that sort of style of animation. I'm actually really looking forward to watching this, just out of sheer curiosity as to what it is. And I thought, for £3, I like heavy metal. I like this sort of Mad Max sort of costume here. And then we got, which this part here kind of reminds me of Never-Ending Story. I'm not sure why. So it just got a bunch of random crap all together into one cartoon, and heavy metal. I think Ozzy Osbourne's on here. Yeah, Black Sabbath is on here. So there's a lot to give, and I just need to know what this is all about. It could either be hilariously bad or a classic I've just unearthed. This next one is the next two. I'll do them both. These are both games from my college days. When I think back to college, I think of two things. One is Call of Duty, and secondly is Monster Hunter. Is the best. Monster Hunter's the best. If you've never played Monster Hunter, you need to. And you need to play the PSP versions, because they're amazing. Seriously, nothing was better in college than meeting up with some friends. We've all got our PSPs, we've all got Monster Hunter, and we just go out hunting monsters together on our lunch breaks and our breaks and in class when we're supposed to be studying. It was amazing. Monster Hunter was my jam, and I'll never forget the dude that got me into Monster Hunter. His name was Inas. I'm not sure. I've lost complete touch with him. I'm not even sure how to spell his name properly, to look him up on Facebook. Just to say thank you for changing my life and introducing me to Monster Hunter, because I've not seen him since about 2009. I've lost his number. I don't know his number. I have no way of contacting him. So if anybody knows how to spell the name Inas, I can possibly try and look him up, because I just want to say thank you to him for getting me into Monster Hunter, because it quite literally changed my life. I met him in 2008, so it was, yeah, I'm terrible at keeping in touch with people, but again, so is he. He could be dead, I hope not. Next one, Daxter. Never actually played Daxter. I've never even played Jak and Daxter, so this would be my first Daxter game, I suppose. Really looking forward to giving this game a go. I've heard mixed opinions on it. Mostly bad, to be quite honest with you, but I'm looking forward to just playing through the entire series at some point. Now, this next one, Resident Evil Extinction. Let me try again. Resident Evil Extinction. I saw this film in the cinema, and She was running away, trying to hide from a satellite. And when I was talking about this film to friends, two things came up. Okay, number one, how is it all those zombies came out of that one storage container in the middle of a desert? There's too many zombies for such a small container. You can easily settle the argument. The container in the middle of a desert was a TARDIS, okay? And its chameleon circuit wasn't broken. Simple as that. And the other one was, how can you run away from a satellite? And we were saying, you can't hide from a satellite. Well, lo and behold, 10 years later, and learning how the world and satellites actually work, you can hide from a satellite, especially when we're not linked and it's just pointing down. You can't just look around the entire globe at once. So yes, sir, there's one plot hole that we found, not two. But I'm sure as I watch this, a lot older. How long? What year was this film released? Must be like 15 years ago. Bloody hell, I'm old. 15 years. Was it 15 years? Oh my God, where does the time go? Anyway, the next one is Crash Bandicoot. Wow! More specifically, Crash Tag Team Racing. I haven't played a lot of Crash games. Played 1 and 2. Never played the third one, but I do intend to. I played the first one on the PS1, obviously, and I played 1 and 2 remakes on the Nintendo Switch. And recently I played the Crash Racing game on the PS2 with my son. And that's it, really. So I would never call myself a Crash fan, but I'm looking forward to playing this game because I just love the Crash character. It's really funny, really kooky, and he's just a fun dude. He's just a fun dude. What we got in here? You know, we got the booklet is... That's the thing, I always buy my games with a booklet. When you walk into Kex or Sex, whatever you want to call it, always make sure that the booklet is in there. If it's not in the case, they don't have it in the back. That's the rule for PSP games in the UK. It's not how it used to be, where we used to take the manuals out and store the disc inside the manual and keep it all together. That is not the case. And I saved the best for last. It's a bit controversial because there's a lot of mixed opinions on this game, and it's also mostly negative as well. And I do kind of understand, but it's Gran Turismo on the PSP. Now, the thing about Gran Turismo is that if memory serves, in any race, there's only 2 other cars on the road with you, not many at all, and it's kind of makes it a bit lackluster. You don't have a lot of the career paths that you do in regular Gran Turismos, but you kind of need to remember it's very much a portable Gran Turismo. I know at the time PSP was sort of being branded as a home console you can take on the go. That was never really the case with the PSP, and I feel like everyone should have known that by the time this game was released in about 2009, I want to say. I think it was 2009 this was released. Yeah, 2009. Oh, wow, lucky guess. So you should have really known that by then, but graphically, it's an impressive game. It's not the most impressive game, but I really like it. And I also really enjoy... I just love how clean it all is. Like, look at this. It came with that, and the booklet just looks really smart. It looks really sexy, and I just love it. It's not as good as the US version of the Gran Turismo, let me tell you. The US version of the Gran Turismo, the UMD, actually looks like a speedometer. You know, it looks like a speedometer, and it looks really cool. But obviously in the UK we have this one because the UK is plain and boring. But I don't regret saving this for last. I really do think this is one of the best games in the pile. I got this game for free from Sony. That's right, for free. And I still bought it because I'm a collector and all that. When the PSP Go came out, there weren't a lot of games going around and Sony were losing a lot of face. So they gave a bunch of games away, and this was one of them. You know, is it more of an apology? Oh, I'm sorry you bought a PSP Go. Oh, have a game on us and you'll feel better. Yeah. But It was a great game. I think it was 4 cars. So there was only 4 cars on the... Yeah, definitely 4. 4 cars on the track at any time. No more. So like no more big races. So you couldn't really have a close race either. Because it was 4. And as I seem to remember, the AI was really easy to beat as well. I never remember struggling with this game. But maybe that's just me back then and my memory's playing tricks on me. Who knows? But yeah. That is my collection haul this month. Hopefully, I will have another haul to show you next month. Because, like I said, money is very short. That's why the pile is a lot smaller than usual. But I will, once again, I will see you next week, next Sunday, for another video. Ta-ra!